most rewarding thing about being a truck driver is the independence. It's you and the truck and yourself. What we do here at Nexus is we provide a fully insured door-to-door service. And what that means is the driver's going to get as close as possible to your residence. Normally, truckers are going to request that they meet within a 5-mile radius somewhere where they can safely park their truck and load the vehicle. Most truck drivers don't feel safe enough going down those tight residential streets because they don't want to damage your vehicle. They'd rather meet at that shopping center where they can safely load and unload.
Something that I've heard you guys say in some of your literature is that if you have a trucker meet you in a city area or on a major highway, that can influence price.
Correct. If you're 200 miles off a major highway, whether it be, I-80 or I-40, somewhere that's not a popular location here in the United States. So if you're willing to meet that driver on a major highway at a truck stop and where he's not spending 200 miles to go one way to pick up your vehicle and just to pick up just your one vehicle and then 200 miles to go back to get to that major highway, yes, that's definitely going to affect your price.
All right, so you were a trucker before you worked for Nexus Auto Transport, right?
Correct.
All right, so I'm super interested in just the life of a trucker and kind of the interesting things that happen to you guys on the road. Can you give me the story that really pops into your mind when it comes to your time on the road?
Years ago, truck drivers didn't have electronic logbooks. An electronic logbook nowadays is all run by a Qualcomm system where that electronic logbook tracks your movements, where truck drivers are only allowed to drive 11 hours a day on the road and then they have to lay over for 8 hours. So, and with that Qualcomm system, they are tracking your movement all the way across the United States.
That's gotta be stressful, right?
Oh yeah, I one of the biggest reasons I don't drive anymore. Strangest experiences I had as a truck driver is I actually picked up a load in San Diego, and it was close to midnight. Got in the truck and I started driving out of San Diego down Highway 8, ended up getting into Arizona, and big giant fireworks or flares started going up in the air as I was driving across 8 on Arizona, and I'm right on the border. And you're driving in a big truck and you're seeing this going off, and what is that? And of course, this is the first time I ever drove a truck on 8, and then 3 miles down the road, you got Border Patrol.
Oh, man.
Right. Border Patrol pulls every single truck over to the side of the road, makes you stop your truck, open it up so they can see what's in there. That's probably one of the strangest things I've ever dealt with as far as driving a truck in the middle of the night.
So what was the most rewarding part of being a trucker? How long did you do it?
I started driving truck when I was about 23 years old, and I started hauling rock and gravel. I didn't really start driving cross country until later on in life. But most rewarding thing about being a truck driver is the independence. It's you and the truck and yourself,
Do you feel like most drivers you work with really love what they do?
I would say they have to. You're not going to be a truck driver and not be able to be alone, first and foremost. You're spending 11 hours a day behind the wheel of a truck.
That's a heck of a time investment.
It is, and a lot of people don't understand the life of a trucker is not easy. Traffic, driving over the road, dealing with people that don't understand the aspects of this big truck. It doesn't stop like a normal car. Where a normal car, you're going to stop within, a couple hundred feet. Where that truck is going to take a half a mile. Once you get your CDL, you should automatically become a professional driver.
So, using that word professional, we're thinking about Nexus Auto Transport. One of the things that you guys really hammer home is that you really believe in professionalism in customer service. So my question to you, what sets you guys apart? What makes you guys so essential? Because you are a leader in the industry.
Well, number one, everybody needs to transport their vehicle. Well, not everybody, but the people that do, gonna come to Nexus for our expertise, like myself. We have a whole team of reps that are trained in the industry, that are knowledgeable in the industry, and can help you through the whole entire process from start to finish.
Why is that knowledge so important?
Most customers like yourself don't understand that truck drivers can only drive 11 hours a day. So why does it take so long to get cross country? Why does it take 7 to 9 days where I can do it in 3? Well, there again, that's where our expertise comes in and our knowledge to let you know that truck drivers are bound by DOT laws and regulations, and they're only allowed 11 hours a day on the road. And then they have to have an 8-hour layover. Once you have your hours in your logbook, say you're driving cross country and you hit your max hours within that 5-day window, you have to have a 24-hour layover. So all that knowledge comes into why Nexus is one of the leading providers. All our reps have this knowledge and can share it with the customer.